And we're back with the second part of Racket. We will start off with learning about strings. I've uncommented the code, so we'll run it. And we'll go back and see what does it mean. And again, I forgot to save it. Okay, we'll run it. Okay, the first thing is that double quotes do not support string interpolation. That is to say, you can't just pile a string in here and expect it to work. It'll say if you put V string in there, it won't stick in what V string is. It'll put in V string. Okay, so you have to concatenate everything. You have to stick it together. This is how you use it. You use the string join. Racket is hard. Okay, now you have double quotes and single quotes. And what happens is hello world in single quotes just simply does not work. I don't know why I have that twice. Maybe I wanted to emphasize it. Okay, and this is these are the ways that you print out. Okay, you have some substring functions available. And first of all, does Racket start with an R? Yes, yes it does. Does Jacket start with an R? No, it doesn't. That's what you see there. Does Racket end in an ET? Yes, it does. Does it contain ACK in it? Yes, it does, and that may be what you're saying while you're trying to do your programming. I don't know. Okay, now we come into, we have the replace function. You know, you can say that scripting is hard, but you may say, well, that's just you complaining. That doesn't sound as good as scripting is challenging. So you can replace hard with challenging. Okay, and then we have everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite regular expressions. Now, what happens? I have here is regular expression. Do I have bats? Do I have bats in my belfry? Well, belfry does not have BATS in it anywhere, so we have no bats in our belfry, and that's what it says. And then we say Racket match expression. Do we have a bell in our belfry? Yes, we do. I know I'm misspelling it, but humor me here. So you have a bell in our belfry, and we don't have bats in our belfry. That's probably a good thing. Okay, let's comment that out. Unfortunately, you can't just run part of this at a time like you can with PowerShell. And see where it tried to sneak the end of that multi-line comment on me. I don't want to do that. Okay, next thing we'll do is we'll read things. We'll talk about reading things to and from a text file. Okay, we got a neat little thing here. We got a lambda function, which is kind of a named unnamed function. And saying, okay, output to the file, print this. And your lambda is this little function that your almost your anonymous function that you're making for just for this one occasion is right here. Okay, so what I have here is I have it where I read it out to that file and turn around and read it in. Okay, and right now I'm operating out of the downloads folder. Okay, I got the wrong term at Albuquerque here in a couple of places, so I'll delete all of these. Okay, let's run this. And again, I didn't save it. I'm remarkably consistent, unfortunately. Alright, let's try it again. Well, and just as a quick check, yep, we don't have any Hello World files. So let's run it again. Okay, now this is supposed to be where it wrote this to a file and read it back. Let's see if the file actually exists. There is a file called Hello Text. As opposed to Hello Text, that's kind of in the middle southern part of the U.S. Here you go. Hello World, I'm Racket and I approve this text file. Okay, so now we have learned how to do text input and output. Okay, next thing I will do is we will do simple functions. Now what will happen on these simple functions, I'll show you a little bit about why it's kind of neat that this is a list program, type program. And you can use scripts for various functions. We're actually going to use it here to complain a little bit. After I save the file. Okay. And I'm going to stop right here because it looks like we might have something to troubleshoot.